Hello all, Seriouslees here, back for some more survival serial. And I thought since, we're doing some stuff, but other stuff has come up, say like a weekend mission, we can probably tackle that. But while we're here on the anomaly, why not do something else first? Since we made so much money, a ridiculous amount of money scrapping all of those Twitch reward chips, let's use some of that money, a very, very tiny amount actually, on a suit slot, because we're here. Why not? Alright, we got these ones already. We're going to go to... technology, I think, for now. It's cheap. Very, very, very cheap. The next one's only 5,000. Only 2 per system. One here on the anomaly and one on the space station, if there's a space station with, people there. There can be abandoned space stations that have no people, and you can't get a suit slot. I don't think you can get a suit slot there. And there's systems that don't have stations at all. So there's that. And tech, yeah, there we go. I thought so. Oh, let's move this first so those two touch. There we go. That should help a teeny tiny bit. Broadcast receiver. Long distance. Right. I bought one, but we haven't done a derelict yet. We're going to do that some other time. Let's get busy on this weekend mission. You know what? While we're here, we have done a few other things. We can check in with the other guys. We learned about them. We may as well check in and see what they're going to offer us, nanite-wise at least. Helios, what do you want? Creature, what do you want? How rude. Creatures, that's not a lot of nanites. I haven't found a lot of creatures yet, have I? Ares, have I got many milestones? I know I just got one, so what's that worth to you? He didn't tell me. I should have paid more attention to what I had before. Whoops. I guess if you do it too fast, the game adds it to the previous sum, and then that sum disappears because it's already fading away. Oh well. Oh well indeed. We could also, while we're here, change my suit outfit. We haven't done that yet. We haven't looked into how we look at all, and we have everything unlocked. We are gonna need this eventually. But really what we want is that 1200 easy Quicksilver for feeding some creatures. And as I discovered, it's actually a little... Oh, you know what? Let's let's leave that mission. I didn't initialize it. I would like to check something first. Alright, ship. How is the ship doing technology-wise? I have forgotten to check on things here. Space flight. Where is our hyperdrive? Looks like I don't know how much we're going to consume with one trip. Wave's 20% gone. Does that mean we consume 20% per jump? I don't have any hyperdrive modules. Alright, we have enough fuel at least to do one jump, and that's all we need to complete this mission because we cannot... Well, I think we have enough fuel to do one jump. We're going to find out. Let's just do the mission. We're running out of time. I think it finishes in 6 hours. So we're going to try this out, see how we do on survival with a brand new save, basically. We haven't done anything. We've basically got to the anomaly, and we've boosted ourselves quite a bit with money by scrapping some ships. We've boosted ourselves quite a bit with slots by equipping this ship here. A little bit of combat ability too, because it's got an upgraded weapon with a phase beam. It's got upgraded maneuverability with all of its S-class modules for maneuverability. And it's a fighter. It's got lots of good stats. It's a very good ship. We've upgraded quite a bit in that regard. But other than that, we are a brand new save. We haven't boosted ourselves too much, have we now? Alright, target planet for the weekend mission. That's weird, it didn't direct me over to the marker, but I'm fine with that. We want to land lickety-split, closest spot we can find. And it's a swampy planet, or Foggy in this case is the actual category name. But we're not going to farm any creatures here or feed any creatures here. We're going to land and get back in our ship and go somewhere else. Let me just double check that we can while we're flying. Let's hit that map. Cadmium drive required, sure, but out of jump range, okay, fine, but do I have fuel? Yes, I can jump to at least the neighboring system. That's all we need. I really should look into spending some nanites on hyperdrive, just so we can get a little bit of extra range. Alright, that's why somebody put a save beacon on the planet. That's fine, doesn't matter. In fact, you know what? Maybe there's a base here. Maybe with a free landing site. Look at that. Thank you, whoever you are. And we can wait out this storm. Even though there is a rainbow there, this is not a non-hazardous stormy planet. That's going to be a hazardous storm. But this is all we need to do. We need to get out of the ship. We need to get that marker there in the bottom right corner to show up. Tame wildlife with creature pellets. We're 038. Ooh, let's get back in the ship. Ooh, we took damage. Slightly. To our shields, but that's fine. That's fine. Not to our health. Okay, we're done on this planet. Away we go. We're done in this system. This system was hilarious, actually. It was sort of like a trap they set for us. Guys, come to this system and feed 40 creatures. By the way, there's only one creature on each planet that you can feed, and they're rare. Have fun. But luckily, you can warp away after you land there. Alright, let's go somewhere with a couple of planets, I think. That has some moons. One moon, we're at 5. There we go, that's a nice big system with nice small planets. I've never seen a star system like the one that we got sent to where every single planet was so bad for finding creatures that you can tame. It's just really crazy how hand-picked that system was. Wow, that's very nice. Very nice background space color. Alright, what do we got over there? First things first, let's see what we got ahead of us. Gamma intensive, it's not... Wait, was it? Did I see activated? Activated copper. It is activated copper. We want to try to avoid that. Nothing over there. Terraforming catastrophe. This could be a bad choice too. Ugh. Radioactive without activated copper. That's good. Or at least better. A volcanic planet. I'm glad these have all been scanned. We don't need to scan these. Frost crystals. Okay, that one's good. That's actually a very good choice. Oh, hey, a desert right beneath us. Well, that's where we're going. Jurassic Spike by Kitty Kelly 83. So my guess is that there's a dinosaur here, like a T-Rex with some spikes on him. Let's see if we find him. We're going to head to that minor settlement we found. Just by random chance, because why wouldn't you do that? Ooh, that's really cool. Look at that. Ah, vignette. Vignette. Remember me. Oh, of course. Oh, and now there's actually the smoke sort of makes that pretty cool too. You can do something like foreshortened view, right? How do you do that? Depth of field real short. Okay, that's the minimum depth of field. I want to get that planet in there. That was the cool thing. Good enough. All right. Back on track. What are we doing here? We're checking out a multi-tool. Nope. Nothing to write home about. All right. No big nanites tubes. You know, we can grab the small nanites. We're going to need every nanite counts. And we can also use navigation data for calling in our ship. So. And have we done any Viking stuff that we can get? No. I think those wall things don't do anything until you've interacted with the Viking via the missions or gotten reputation through pirates, maybe. You have to have triggered reputation for those things to give you more reputation, it seems. Alright, so let's see. What do we got here? You know what? We don't need to scan these guys, but we're probably going to after we start feeding them. Oh my, we have no pellets. Okay, let's get the mining beam on, not scare those guys away. Make some carbon. We also do not have a, whatchamacallit, heat protection module here. So this desert might hit us pretty hard. There we go. We'll just use, oh, we use some of our carbon to recharge our mining beam. Great. I wish there was some lighter carbon in the area, but we have enough, I think, now to make several pellets. Let's take a peek. What can we do? That's on the starship. Let's not make them there. We're going to wander farther away from the starship than that. 2 pellets. You know what? Let's feed those guys then. There's a bunch of them over there. That's... Okay, fine. Fine. This is a little bit tricky on a brand new save, I have to admit. Alright guys, feeding time. We're going to try to get as many feeds on these guys as we can. Hopefully these crab guys are a little bit scared of multi-tools. Alright, all you guys have had a feed? 7? Multi-tool equipped? Yeah, you guys are scared of multi-tools. Didn't even have to shoot. Let's recharge this so it doesn't bother us again. Oh, let's change weapons and shoot with an actual gun. Oh, hey, let's throw that other thing down then. My pellet disappeared. Guys, come back. Over here. Oh no, a storm. That's not good, actually. I need to use the mining beam. Hopefully this will scare those guys away. Hey, look at that guy on his hind legs up there on the hill. I think I can make 2 more pellets now. Yeah. There we go. Extreme heat damage, nothing. Alright, there's a pellet on the ground. They're all going to go for that. We're going to have to scare them a couple more times in this storm. We're at 23 of 38. Not too bad. Not too bad. See? Oh my god, they're all on fire. We're cooking our pets here. Alright, we're all out of sodium, I think, now. Alright, that should do us, I think. Are we going to get a mission marker here? 31 of 38. Let's scare these guys again. 33. There we go. Excellent. All done. Into the ship we go, just in time to not take health damage. Whew. Alright, that was pretty good. Pretty good. So, we didn't discover this system. We're just gonna... Whoa. Oof. Ah, there we go. We're just gonna call the anomaly in right where we are. Head back up to it to hand in the weekend mission and get 1,200 Quicksilver. Easy as that. I mean, sure, we almost took health damage because I was being greedy. But we went in blind. We went with no carbon. We spent all the carbon building our base. We should farm carbon where it's not a firestorm all the time, maybe. It's hard to store carbon on survival. Something to keep in mind. You can only hold it in 250 and 500, or I think 1,000 in your storage slots or freighter maybe. There we go. We have a completion marker on the Nexus terminal. We're also going to get that thing that we do not need yet. We don't even have a freighter. We're going to have to hold on to that, unfortunately. Boom. Creature pellets. Oh yeah, we learned about creature pellets by making one. Alright, let's check our stuff. 1,200 Quicksilver, excellent. We've also gained quite a number of Quicksilver missions. We could try doing that. Ancient Bones, huh? That would get us some money, but we just made a bunch of money. We don't need money. What we could do, though, is try to help out this progress. This meter up here on top of the station. Just by doing some other Nexus missions that aren't for Quicksilver. Because we have like 12 minutes to wait. 12? No, sorry. Yeah, it's just 2 after. So we have 8 minutes to wait for these to change. I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Alright, instead of doing missions then, that, you know, we could do that. We're not going to do those missions. We're going to hop up here. We're going to head back to the back. We handed in the mission already, so we're in the same system. No, we're in a new system. That's right. We're in the system that we warped to. All right, let's grab tech again. We want to start being able to upgrade our technology slots. And they're cheap right now. 5,000 units is nothing. But while we're here, and while we have 3,500 nanites, let's buy a couple of things. And I'm thinking here is a new terminal. This is new. This whole terminal, it was here before, but it did nothing. And now it lets you pay nanites for recipes instead of having to go to manufacturing facilities. So we're going to do that. We've already learned the warp cell, but warp cells suck. Really? They're not that great. We're going to learn the Atlas Pass version 2. We're going to learn the warp hypercore. Super important as far as I'm concerned. This stuff, this one at least, we're going to learn through our missions. We're going to get back on that next time. That'll be the next thing we do, I think. Yeah, I don't know. We have to find Artemis still. We have to go to a hollow terminus and talk to Artemis. But I think very shortly after finding Artemis, we start building our base, and we're going to get into recipes for free. So I'm not going to buy them. And speaking of things that I don't want to pay for, yeah, we could get some recipes from manufacturing facilities. I want to save my nanites right now. This is the one that I needed here. There's other stuff over here as well that we could get into on the other tab, A or D. There's 2 tabs here. Let's not, though. Instead, we'll see if we have anything to spend. We don't. Alright, well, we kept some nanites, so let's talk to the Starship research guy. See what we can buy. For example, that. And its upgrade. Very useful. Conflict scanner. Yeah, you know what? We should probably get a hold of the recipe for that at some point. Again, I don't have access to the walker brain yet, so let's avoid wasting those nanites. Efficiency, yes, please. I think I actually have these two things installed on the Golden Vector, but we'll see. We will see. They're very important to have, in my opinion, on every starship. How fast you go, pulse power, and how little fuel you use with efficiency. Very good upgrades. No. Right click. There we go. We talked to you already. We have not talked to you yet. Celine, what do you have for us for nanites? I mean, we have been here before. I think we got those two. Jetpack. This does... That's pretty good, actually. For not too expensive of materials. Grab that. But this one is super useful as well, because if you're falling a very long distance, you will get some jet fuel back before you hit the ground. A little teeny bit. Just enough to slow you, and then you'll hit for, a lot of damage instead of dying. Sort of important on survival, and especially on permadeath. Definitely recommend that for permadeath. These ones, what do these do? Advanced jump. Oh, rocket boots. You know what? I really like rocket boots. I just wasn't reading it. I was just going through the, Anyway. This one's super useful for underwater stuff. We're going to grab that. I'm going to grab the rocket boots. Why not? We got the nanites. 400 left. Speaking of underwater, grab some of that. Shield lattice is super important. And we're out of nanites. We're done. We're done up here. Bam, we spent everything we got. Perfect. We ignored the exocraft. That's fine. Also, once we get back on mission, we're going to get some nanites and some Quicksilver from Nada and Polo every time we come back to talk to them after telling them where we're at with our Artemis mission. Yeah. We have to go talk to Artemis, come back and report to them, talk to Apollo, come back and report to them, talk to Null, come back and report to them all the time, and every time we do, we're going to get some Quicksilver and we're going to get some nanites. Not very much, but it's worth doing. It's free Quicksilver. We're at 1200 on this save. We don't need any. In fact, I guess while we're here and while we have some time, we may as well head over and see if there's some stuff we can unlock. I bet there's a lot we can unlock. Number 1, create from Quicksilver. Yeah, look at that. We could also pay. We could pay 1,000 of our 1,200 and unlock it for all my other saves. I think I'm going to log on to one of my saves that has like 40,000 and get it there, though. So we'll just grab everything that's available. We're not going to buy anything new. No spending just yet. Not on this save. 1,200 is not a lot. It's not even enough to buy the one thing that you can't just make available from other saves. And that is the, well, we already passed a couple of them, like a myth beacon, for example. The consumable ones. Did I not get that one? The first? There we go. This is going to go on for like 5 or 6 minutes after I get out of the... Ooh, almost bought one. After I get out of this menu, as it details how many of these we've captured. All these base decorations, this is great stuff too. You know what? I've seen some people make some very compelling arguments that this is a downside. All of these being free for me on a new save sort of takes away from the ability to want to earn this stuff myself. Oh, whoops, I spent some. What did I buy? Probably a banner. Whoops. Well, now it'll be available on my other saves. At least it wasn't the curious fauna banner. Jeez, look at that thing. Not that I need to equip things that I buy, but yeah. I wonder which one I bought. It is exactly 220 for each of these banners, so that's for sure what I got. I just don't know which one. There's what I'd like to save up for. Can't get that from my other saves. Don't need a living ship. We've got a perfectly good ship as it is, and we can upgrade it to be even better than a living ship will ever be. But I like to have it. Just like I like to have that golden vector on each save. It's like a trophy, you know? Alright, so we need 3,000 more Quicksilver on this save. So I think we're also going to look back into doing some Quicksilver missions at some point in the near future. But we're definitely going to tackle regular story-based missions going forward. I would like to complete as many of them as possible, as quickly as possible, because I want to get through them and get our glyphs at the end of that mission, so that we can use portals and go wherever we want in the galaxy. Wow, there are so many items. There's like 6 or 7 more tabs to go. Hard to see because they're so dark gray against that dark blue, but I'm surprised I haven't spent more money yet. But it's because everything so down here is available already. You know what? I've never used the Blazing Orbit helmet, and I think it looks pretty cool. We could try equipping that. Alright, everything's available on this page as well. 2 more to go. I've heard collectible receive quite a bit recently, haven't I? Alright, now I'm going to right click, and it starts at the beginning. Everything I bought is going to recap here. I'm not going to wait around for that. Don't worry, I'm not going to subject you to this repeated noise. Just me clearing my throat. Okay. Boom. Restore point save. That's it for today, everyone. Weekend mission done. Lots of new upgrades purchased. Nanites spent. Quicksilver, well, accidentally spent, but Quicksilver earned. And items bought that didn't require Quicksilver, but used to. Alright, until next time, everyone. Have a good time.